Sup? It's Alex Chu coming at you with another episode. In this episode, I want to talk about how social media is basically replacing your friends and replacing romance. So people don't really go out anymore, you know? And yeah, that's hurting the retail stores very, very much. That's the reason why right now it's 2019, April 2019, we already have like 6,000 stores closing. But anyway, before I talk about that subject, I want to tell you my name is Alex Chu. I'm the guy who invented the physical mortality rings. These are rings that you put on your small fingers during sleep. You wear them, you don't age anymore. You become physically immortal. You know, I'm already 48. In a year and a half, I'll be 50, you know, and I still sound the same. I still sound like 30 years ago, you know? See, I could shave. I don't have any wrinkles or anything, and, you know, look at my belly. It's really pretty, see, pretty flat. See, I don't have any, you don't see any muscles. You can tell I don't go to the gym. I don't work out, you know? But anyway, if you want to stay physically young forever, you want to stay young forever, you go to livemuchlonger.com. livemuchlonger.com. Link is at the bottom of this video, okay? A pair of these immortality rings. You know, social media is not just replacing romance. Okay, nowadays, you know, there's this MGTOW movement saying, you know, men they go their own way. They say we're not dating anymore. We're not getting married anymore. You know, we're just at home. You know, it's like because you could find affection on social media. You know, there's this channel. It's called ASMR. Yeah, you write that down. ASMR. Yeah, it's like, it's weird. It's like women, you know, they go, hello. They whisper, hello. Oh, I love you. This and that. And then they pick up your microphone. They go like this. I don't know what that. Somebody told me about it. And so I watched this one girl, and she had her microphone. She go. No, I don't know. I'm not. No, it's no. It's stuff like that. You understand? Some people find affection. Some guys they find, oh, that is so attractive. That's so sexy. And then you see these girls. They have like millions of views, and they have so many subscribers. They have like 20,000, 30,000 subscribers. It's crazy. You could find affection just with. It's called ASMR. I don't know what that is, but and then you could you know, there's like you could always find a few girls on YouTube, right? They talk a bunch of stupid shit, you know. So, you know, it's like for me, it's like if I just find some pretty girl, you know, I like certain type of girls, so I just find some pretty girl, and they upload their YouTube video from time to time, and you know what? I just pretend this is my wife. You know, there's this one girl I really like. You know, she's already married, but I don't care. I don't need to meet her face to face, right? I just pretend this is my wife. Every time she makes a video, I reply. I just reply some stupid shit, you know? I mean, it doesn't really matter anymore, you know? So you could always... Social media is really replacing romance, you know? And it's like, honestly speaking, after you watch a video of some girl... And then you watch another girl's video, you know, she's talking some stupid shit, right? And then, I don't know, and then watch some girl doing a lap dance where, you know, she twerk with her ass right in front of a camera, and after all that, after watching this stupid shit for a while, you don't need to speak to your wife anymore. You don't need to speak to a girl anymore, right? Oh, that's enough for me for today. That's enough, right? I don't want to speak to another woman after this, right? Am I right? And also, social media is also replacing friends, you know. I remember back in the days, you know, when 10 years ago or 15 years ago, nobody dares to admit stuff like, I don't have any friends. Hey, nobody dares to say that. I swear to God. If some guys say, you know, like 15 years ago or 10 years ago, say, I don't have any friends. Wow. What a fucking loser. You don't have any friend? And then you're not embarrassed to tell people that? You know, it's like, back in the days, if somebody say, I don't have any friends, then that person is, man, you gotta be the biggest loser in the whole fucking world. Because what kind of person don't have friends, right? You can be See, it's so easy to have friends. You could be a serial killer, you know, and still have a friend, because your friend could be another serial killer, right? Pedophile could have friends. See, he could have another friend that's also a pedophile, right? Thieves, thieves. I don't know, the lowest scumbags. They always have friends, because if you're a scumbag, you could always find another scumbag. Am I right? So 10 years ago, 15 years ago, if some guy tells you he doesn't have a friend, that's very strange. It's like, what kind of loser are you to not have a friend? That is unthinkable. But nowadays, a lot of people, they claim, I don't have any friends. A lot of people say that nowadays, The reason is because even I have to say I don't have a friend nowadays. I have a tenant who lives in my house. He used to be a very good friend of mine when we lived in San Francisco together. Now I bought a big house. He wants to come live with me. Fine. I rent a room to him. So, I cook for him and all that stuff, so I provide very good service. But we don't really go out, he doesn't really go out with me. He has his other friends, he just basically rent a room in my house to sleep, right? And you just basically wake up in the morning, go to work, and come back to sleep. That's about it, And then I have two or three friends that I never go out with anymore. Back in the days, I used to go out with them, but nowadays, it's like, I don't know, when you have social media, you can meet all sorts of people on social media. You don't really need friends. For example, if I like classic cars, I like to talk about, I don't know, oldie music, old music, like music from the 50s, So sometimes I watch channels like people who, I don't know, I watch people that talk about old musics and old classics, For example, they would play music. They would play music from the 1950s, and then they would dress up. They wear a tie, and maybe, I don't know, suspenders, put on a hat, and then they pretend, oh, we are still in the 1950s, and then they talk to you in such a slang, in those 1950s slang, What's up, doll? Oh, you've been hitting the ivory lately now. It's like, and then they play these videos, you understand? I find it very entertaining. I watch YouTube. I watch these people's YouTube channels. They talking about, the doo-wop music, the 1950s doo-wop music, and then they dress up for you and everything, and then you feel, wow, you're in the mood. I'm watching this guy's video, and I feel like this is my friend. You understand? It's like, because sometimes when you go out with a real friend, okay, it's sometimes, it's, honestly speaking, it's not always fun, because sometimes, sometimes these people that you go out with, they're just fucking assholes. Some of them, they're jealous of you, and they try to ruin your relationships, like they try to ruin your life, they try to ruin your business, you go out, and then they try to ruin your relationship. Like, for example, if I set up my friend a blind date, like double date, right? And then on the double date, it's me and him, and then with two other girls. He's always trying to talk to my date. He's always trying to budge over to talk to my date. Fuck up my relationship for that whole day. It's just, he ruined it. And then it's like, and then it's some friends they like to borrow people's money and shit. Like he's a nice friend to be with. He's fun to be with. But then what you hate is he's always trying to borrow your money. Shit like that. Always asking you for favors. And some people, when they call you, man, they're troublesome. Some people, they call you. They want, oh, Alex, I want to treat you dinner. I want to treat you lunch. Or I want to come over. I bought some stuff we can eat together. Fuck, man, he wants something. He's asking you for a favor. Like that guy would come over and bring me some lunch. Some takeout. He bought some takeout. Bring me some lunch. After I ate, and he said, oh, Alex, my car's broken. My car, the horn doesn't sound anymore. Can you, I know you're a handyman. You know a lot about cars. Can you come take a look? Can you maybe fix my horn? Shit like that, It's like, I don't know. With social media, you don't run into that kind of trouble. You understand? With social media, you're very well entertained. Oh, you feel you're in the mood for some music. You go to some channel that talks about music. you're in mood talking about, you want to talk about God and philosophy, you want to talk about Judaism, you want to talk about cars, whatever. You just go online. You just go to YouTube and watch different people's channel. You know. And also, one thing good about social media is I can pretend. For example, I like those memorabilia toys. You know, like Star Wars toys and shit. You know. Because I used to buy, when I was younger, I used to buy lots of Star Wars toys, you know, and I threw them all away now, but I still love Star Wars toys, so I could go to channels there's a lot of guys that bought toys, Star Wars toys, and then they would film it. They would make videos about their toy collection. They have like, wow, they have a display case, and then they put all their toys inside the display case. Their models, their TIE Fighter model, Darth Vader mask, and all that shit, right? So I watched sometimes I will watch Star Wars Toys channel, and then I can see these toys inside display case. You know what? I mean, with so many people making videos of their collections, right? Their collections, why do I need to go to the store and buy this shit? I don't need to buy this for myself anymore. The Darth Vader mask or Stormtrooper mask or the whole Stormtrooper uniform and shit like that. I don't need to buy the shit in store anymore. The reason is because if I want to see it, if I want to admire this toy, I could always go online. I could always watch it on YouTube. I want to see some Star Wars models. You know, so I just type out in YouTube, I say Star Wars models, and voila, there you go. Lots of people make videos of their Star Wars collection, you know? So maybe that's another reason why a lot of people, they just stop buying stuff. Because if I want to see some toys, why don't I just go online? Why do I have to buy a Star Wars figurine, you know, like a Darth Vader figurine, and then put it, and then host it in some display case? It's unnecessary. I could see that shit on YouTube anytime I want, right? I just pretend this is mine. I watch a lot of people's videos of Star Wars collections. I just pretend this is all mine. This is all my collection. And you're just my housekeeper. You're keeping it for me. You understand? And also, I don't know. As for example, like tours. I like Disney. You know, I used to go to Disneyland and shit. You know, I never been on a cruise, so I want to maybe go on a cruise or something. But now it's unnecessary. Why should I spend thousands of dollars on some stupid cruise? You know, I mean, and I probably get seasick, and I probably catch a cold. You know, why don't I just go to YouTube. If I want to be on a cruise, I just go to YouTube. I type in cruise ship. I see a lot of people walking around cruise ship with their video cameras. You know, I saw everything already. They're walking. They're on a cruise ship eating their buffet and shit. You know, and they're filming it. That's the reason why a lot of people, they just don't go out anymore. A lot of people are like me. I'm always on YouTube. I'm always watching somebody's YouTube video. I don't really need to call my friends anymore, you know. I have few friends, but then I don't know. It's like it's inconvenient. Actually, it's pretty inconvenient, you know. For example, one of my friends, he doesn't have a car, and he lives in the middle of San Francisco. You know, San Francisco's a shithole nowadays, you know. A lot of homeless people, and parking is extremely expensive, and you're not careful, the homeless people, they might break your car window, you know. So it's like if I have to go out with him, I have to drive to San Francisco, I have to find the parking, and then I have to walk through this shithole. I got asthma, you understand? I don't want some bum ass guy, you know, taking off his pants and shitting right in front of me. I don't want to see stuff like that. You understand? So that's the reason why, you know, I don't know. I don't like to. And then I have another friend who's like, I don't know. He doesn't speak English. He only speaks Chinese. So it's like, I don't know. I basically just speak English. I can understand Chinese. I can understand. But then it's like, he's not interested in American things. He's not interested in the Western culture, you know. So speaking to him, I don't know. It's just sort of strange, you know. I'm not into Chinese things. I'm not into Chinese movies. I'm not into anything that's in China, you know. he's from China, and he's only primarily just talk about Chinese shit, so it's like, so that's the thing, going out with your friends, and then see, you go out with your friends, you have to pay, you have to spend money, right? You gotta eat, you have to stop by somewhere, and nowadays food is very expensive, right? So you gotta eat. And then it's maybe me and my friend, we go somewhere shopping, I don't know, go to a store and check out the newest, ooh, I heard that there's a newest iPhone, there's an iPhone, let's go check it out or something. So that's the reason why a lot of people they basically just don't go out anymore. A lot of men, they just stop dating, they don't date anymore. And a lot of guys, they don't even go out with their friends anymore. They're online watching people's YouTube video. And so you can imagine, if nobody goes out, then nobody buys anything. Nobody goes to the store and buy anything, Especially nowadays, man. You could always nowadays they have like video chat. You can film yourself and then chatting with your viewers all at the same time. Live chat, video chat. You'd be driving your car, and then you film yourself driving your car, speaking, and then there are people like watching you all at the same time, and then they can reply, they can text. You can fucking drive your car and see people texting you, and then do a video live chat all at the same time. I mean, why do people need to go out with friends nowadays? So a lot of people, a lot of people, they're not shameful anymore. They just say, yeah, I'm MGTOW, I don't want to get married, my wife is a sex doll, and I don't have any friends. It's like that. So nobody needs to buy anything anymore, You don't have a woman in your life, so you don't buy things to impress her. You don't remodel your perfectly fine kitchen in order to impress her. You don't buy any jewelry, you don't buy nothing. You don't even buy yourself new clothes, because you don't want a woman. Then why would you buy yourself new t-shirt or new jacket? You know how back in the days, a lot of guys, they replace their cell phone. I have to replace my cell phone. Oh, the newer model just came out, so I'm gonna buy the newer model and get rid of this one. Back in the days, a lot of people do that, right? Nowadays, it's like, fuck it, fuck the newer cell phone. I'm satisfied with my cell phone, because a lot of guys, they keep on buying the new cell phones, the new model cell phone or iPhone, whatever, just to impress women. So they would go to the bar, they would go to like a bar, and they take out their cell phone and sort of show off in front of a pretty girl. Show off, hoping the girl would see, ooh, you have a brand new cell phone, ooh, and start and chat with you, Yeah, I got a brand new cell phone, I'm a good man, sort of like that. And nowadays, a lot of people stop dating. Fuck the cell phone, right? My cell phone is 6 years old. I don't need to replace it, So I think social media is replacing not just romance. It's also replacing your friends. A lot of people, they just don't go out anymore. Doesn't matter with women or with guys. They just don't go out anymore, period, I think in the future, but I think in the future, the entire economy will be, I don't know. It will be, there's going to be an overhaul. And I mean, with this kind of situation going on, nobody really have friends anymore. Nobody get married anymore. And economy, they have to overhaul itself. So anyway, that's all I want to say for this episode. Hope you like my channel. If you do, please subscribe. Thank you.